What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today is July the 23rd, and I just wanted to give an update of our trading this morning, our trading session this morning. And to be honest, I just don't want to be that person that shows up when everything is good. Everything is flowing, the food is flowing, money is flowing, friends are laughing, smiling, doing all the things. I don't want to be that person. I want to be completely, someone who is honest and that shows their struggles. We're showing the good and the bad. So that is just to prepare you for what I'm about to say, is that today I am a negative $250 today. It happened. It happened. I took a total of 3 trades today. And if I had just stopped at that first trade, it would just been a green day. And I could have just been about my business and started back over tomorrow. But it did not happen that way. The first stock I traded was INM. That was the first stock I traded. And I purchased 250 shares at $2.85. And I sold 250 shares at $2.97. I made $31.85. If I had just stopped right there. But on my scanner, I saw LABT. And we go over it. And I know exactly what my problem is. I'm going to tell you how it all went left. But that's where we are today. Yeah. So I'm just going to turn the camera around so you can see, and then we can go over it. Hold on. All right. This is LABT. What's that Usher song? These are my confessions. I can't sing, but y'all know the song I'm talking about. All right. So I'm a negative, $240 some today. So it started right here. Actually, I didn't get to this computer. It's like 7:30. I should have just not traded at all today. Today should have just been a no trade day. When I woke up, I was in a rush. And just to get down here to the computer, and I should have just let it be. But y'all see her. Y'all see what happened. I don't even have to explain it, because you know what my strategy is. And then you know how I got caught up. They got me today. How can I? So I trade pre-market. We're just going to go right here to the 10 o'clock, and then I can show you. There it is. Bam. All right. So when I sat at this computer, it was like 7:30. And this run right here, it had already happened. So I kept trying to get in. Here's problem number 1. Analysis paralysis. An execution. Like when I am trying to enter in a trade, I want to enter in at the lowest possible point on this candle. And I am anticipating it going a little lower so I can get in, but it just never happens that way. So these green candles, I'm actually trying to figure out when I'm going to get in. Like, I'm trying to analyze when I'm going in instead of just doing it. So I missed it. I missed these moves right here. Just missed these 3. So it starts to pull back here, right? And when it pulls back here, I get in at $2. No, that's INM. I get in at $6.58. Yeah, I get in at $6.58. Okay, something's not right. It's not this one. It's not this one. It's this one. This is it. This is the one. Oh, I should just stayed. I should just stayed away. It's this one. So I took 2 trades in INM. The first trade I made $31.85. And then the second trade, I got back in at $3.15. And Lord, it was right here. So I missed this whole move right here. This is like literally when I'm still in bed, right? So I see these candles here. Right here. So this move I missed, but look how much it pulled back. I should have just stayed away. And then right here, these green candles here, I am trying to figure out when am I going to get in. Analysis paralysis. I should have just stayed away the second time. But I finally did get in at $3.15 again. Okay. And then, so the first time I got in was at $2.85 and it ran up to $2.97. And then the second time I'm trying to get in, I got in at $3.15. But the move had happened too late. Like I am trying to get in right here. During this consolidation, I'm trying to get in again. And I got in at $3.15. And it moves up here. What is that? $3.20. But it just sells off right after that. And what I am anticipating, and this is why my strategy doesn't work all the time, because I am anticipating when it pulls back here to the VWAP line, I am anticipating that there are buyers there to step in and, you know, push the price further up. But the problem is there were just too many sellers, or the, you know, the powers that be and the people that be were just selling off shares. As you can see, these red candles, they're very small. So there were a lot of buyers there, but there weren't enough buyers to counter all of the, you know, sellers that was selling off. So, it kept trying to go green, but the sell-off was just too much. And I finally sold off. Just get this. It took me too long to sell off. So I had 2 issues. One was analysis paralysis. Number 2 is I was trading, hoping. I should have just traded what was in front of me, right? My last problem is I waited too long to sell. I waited too long to sell because the news was so good. Well, it was good to me, but I waited too long to sell. I sold it at $1.97. As you can see, it never recovered. Right now, it's trading at $2.07. So it was a good thing I got out when I did, because it did fall down into the almost 190s, lower 190s. It never hit 180. So, but still, I sold off too late. So those are my 3 issues today. Analysis paralysis, trading with hope. And I sold it too late. So I took a loss. I took a loss of $295 on that trade. So I made the $31 and then I had a negative $295. Okay, but then I saw this one, that the one I started with was LABT. And I was able to get this move up here. So I was able to get in at $6.58. And I sold it at $6.72. Make sure that's about 150 shares. 672 minus 6.58 times 150. I made $21. So if you take the $295 I lost minus $31.85 minus 21, That leaves me at a loss of $242.15. So I made $48 just Monday, minus 48.70. All right, so for the week, I am short $193.45. Starting, you know, for the week, and today's Wednesday. So, I don't know. You have those losing days, and I was, I was just so upset. Oh gosh. But, you know, I take my loss and I move on because I have earned more from the stock market than I've lost. So what I'll do is, since I'm trying to save up for my daughter's tuition, whatever I make tomorrow, if I trade, or whatever I make Friday, if I trade, it's not going to go towards any tuition. It's going to go towards making up this negative 193. And that's where I'm at. That's where we are. That's what happened today. All right, sorry. I turned you back around. But yeah, I almost didn't do this video. And I said, you know what? It's not authentic if I only show up when times are good and when I'm making money. So, it is what it is. But tomorrow, I need to get rest. I don't know what happened this morning, but I do need to get rest. And I have a lot going on. And when I'm laying down, I'm trying to work it out in my mind instead of resting. But tomorrow is a different day. And that's all we can hope for, is a different day. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you stay and be blessed. Okay, bye.